Welcome back to your Chanel. In the realm of historical epics, there are few movies as iconic as Mel Gibson's Braveheart. Released in 1995, this film took audiences on a wild journey through the tumultuous history of Scotland's fight for independence. But don't be fooled by the serious subject matter, because Braveheart is not your typical stuffy period drama. No, it's a hilariously over-the-top spectacle filled with kilts, war cries, and face paint that will leave you in stitches. So grab your bagpipes and get ready for a 3,000-word roller coaster of comedy as we dive into the world of Braveheart. The film opens with a young William Wallace witnessing the tragic demise of his father and brother at the hands of the English. Fast forward a couple of decades, and we find ourselves in a Scotland ruled by a tyrannical king, Edward Longshanks, who really needs a lesson in anger management. Our hero, William, played by the always intense Mel Gibson, decides to take matters into his own hands and rally his fellow Scots against their oppressors. But let's be real here. The real star of the show is not the battle for freedom or the historical accuracy, but the fantastic Scottish accents. I mean, seriously, have you ever heard a more entertaining accent than the one Mel Gibson puts on in this movie? It's like a symphony of rolling RS and vowel distortions. It's so good that you'll find yourself practicing your own Scottish accent in the mirror, and trust me, it won't be as impressive. Now, let's talk about the characters. First, we have Princess Isabella of France, played by Sophie Marceau. She's like the Regina George of the medieval world, with her long flowing hair and perfect complexion. But the real question is, how does she manage to maintain such flawless beauty in the midst of all this brutal war? Maybe she's born with it, maybe it's Maybelline, or maybe she's just got a secret stash of medieval makeup products hidden in her horse-drawn carriage. Then there's King Edward Longshanks, portrayed by Patrick McGoohan. This guy is the epitome of a grumpy old man. He spends most of the movie frowning, scowling, and generally being a real party pooper. Maybe someone should have given him a hug or a Snickers bar to lighten the mood. Who knows, that might have prevented a lot of bloodshed. And let's not forget the ragtag group of Scottish warriors that rally around William Wallace. They're like a misfit bunch of medieval Avengers, each with their own unique skills and personalities. From the stoic Hamish to the wild-eyed Stephen, they provide the perfect comedic relief amidst the chaos of battle. It's like the medieval version of The Hangover, but with more swords and fewer missing teeth. Historical accuracy. Now, we need to address the historical accuracy of Braveheart. Spoiler alert, it's not exactly a documentary. The film takes more liberties with historical facts than a toddler in a candy store. But you know what? Who cares? This movie is so entertaining that you won't even mind the fact that kilts didn't actually exist in the 13th century or that there's no record of William Wallace painting his face with blue woad. It's all about the spectacle, baby. In conclusion, Braveheart is a hilariously epic movie that combines history, humor, and more face paint than your average middle school art class. It may not be the most accurate representation of the Scottish struggle for independence, but it sure knows how to entertain. So grab your bag of popcorn, put on your best Scottish accent, and prepare to laugh, cry, and cheer for freedom like never before. Braveheart, we salute you for your audacity, your kilts, and your unabashedly hilarious take on history. See you next video.